Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In today's live video broadcast, it is going to be a conversation about Etsy, and we're going to do a spin flip. Because I'm kind of deciding what I want to do in the course of this Coffee with Tish type show. And I think I want to, you always go to the coffee shop and have that conversation with your good friend, or you're online and you're reading articles, or you're reading your favorite book. You're doing some absorbing of information. So I think Coffee with Tish is going to be kind of my opportunity to talk to you guys and have you guys talk amongst each other and see how your thoughts are on things. I might actually open up the board to doing some YouTube channel stuff and silhouette design studio stuff and that kind of thing, where I share my screen and we talk about things and, how to optimize your YouTube channel for, I know a lot of us are really small right now, and to me, small is anything under 5,000. So, because that's my end goal is right around 5,000-10,000. If I get that big, I'll be ecstatic. I'll be like over the moon, on my way to Pluto, and just exceedingly happy. So that's like my final goal. If I go above that, that's cool. If I don't, that's cool too. But everybody should have a goal. Whether it's in their artwork, whether it's at their job, you should always have goals. And that's kind of what I want to have Tish Talk, or not Tish Talk, Coffee with Tish. And I might actually have, some special guests on here too to help us out with growing our potential in our YouTube channel, in our art. And that is why we're talking about Etsy today. But first, let me share with you what coffee I'm drinking today, because I'm not drinking Caribou. I know. Keep your hats on. I wanted to try something a little different. I wanted to do some flavored coffees. And so I got this little sample pack. It's not even 2 ounces of caramel candy. It's made by Steep and Brew Coffee. It says whole bean, but it was already ground, which kind of broke my heart a little bit. But they are out of, it doesn't even say what area they're from. But I thought I would try it. It was at Cub Foods, my grocery store that I go to. Oh, it's Madison, Wisconsin. There it is right there. I thought it'd be on the back. But they do have a website, steepandbrew.com. It's okay. Is it the worst I've ever had? No. Is it the best I've ever had? No. But I enjoy it. Let's just put it that way. So who do we have in chat as well this morning? Let's see here. Let me come over to chat. I see Miss Doris. Good morning, Doris. And Chris from Desert Pours. Good morning, Chris. And Jason. Good morning, Jason. And Blair. Good morning, Pickles. And I see Brooke. Hello, Brooke. And Gina Bina is here. And Brenda from Creations by Baby Doll is here. Hello, hello, hello. So this is just my opinion only. I'm not telling you what to do with your business. I'm not telling you what to do with your art or anything like that. But I had one Etsy store way back in the day. And when I first started doing my art again, I looked at getting another Etsy store because, this was so long ago. I don't even remember the name of my Etsy store. I don't remember the email. I don't remember anything, okay, because it was like 3 years later, maybe even 4. So I was looking at getting an Etsy store because I didn't really want to build a website. I didn't want to deal with all of that. I've done it before. It's a lot. I learned how to do HTML, and I was just like, okay, I don't really know if I really want to do this. Okay, we're going to spin this just to get it to spread out. There we go. Whoops. I bumped it. And that is about the time that they started charging fees on shipping. I'm like, okay, I'm not making money off of shipping. So you're telling me I need to charge my customer an extra 5% or 10% or whatever they were charging. I don't remember what it was. So I can actually make up the charge that you're charging me. So you're making my customers pay more money so you can make more money. Now, don't get me wrong. Etsy is a business, okay? Etsy is a platform for artists to sell their stuff and, you know, resellers to sell components to art and whatever and vintage items, you know, and those kind of things. And I'm cool with that. That's a really good idea. It's you know, but I think it's gone away from its basic principle. And then they started saying, well, you have to offer free shipping or you're going to get shoved down to the bottom of the barrel. Okay, but that came later. But what got me is I did not sign up for Etsy because they were going to force me to charge my customers more money or take a hit off of my profit margin to sell on their platform. So I opted to get a website and I started a website. So, ooh, Dunkin' Donuts coffee is really good, Brooke. Sorry, got distracted by chat. But then the whole thing came out with the whole, what's it called? Mandatory, not mandatory. If you do free shipping of $35 or more, you know, on orders $35 or more or whatever it was, you'll get higher up in the search engine. And to me, that seemed shady. To me, that said, okay, we want you to charge your customers more, which goes against Federal Trade Commission policies. But we want you to charge your customers more so we can make more money off of your sales. And that's basically what it boiled down to. And now Etsy just released this off-platform ad campaign, and they are forcing, there's no option out for these people that make $10,000 or more in a 12-month period. They have to do this. They have to advertise with Etsy. I was watching a video from Rafi and Klee this morning, and this is kind of what put the bee in my bonnet. I was watching this video with them, and I was like, say what? You know, it's like they're forcing their big sellers to do this advertising program. And it's like, obviously the big sellers are doing their own thing and doing it right. They don't need your damn help, Etsy, because they're selling $10,000 or more on your platform. You know, if anything, you should be like grateful to them and not forcing them to be doing this shenanigans. So I don't know. What are your guys' opinions on that? I would really like to know. I've never sold. I've sold on Etsy, but it was like when it first came out. I have looked over all of the fees and did calculations and found out that even at $30 a month, which is what I pay for my website, that includes hosting and domain name and e-commerce and all that stuff. I pay $30 a month for my website. And after I totaled up all the fees and all the stuff from Etsy, all I had to sell was like $300 worth of stuff on Etsy to have it equal my own website, where I am not limited to what I can do with it. So I just would like to know what your guys' thoughts are. I was going to do a line this time. I did a blob again. So we're just going to put a lot of paint there. That's okay. Doris, unfortunately, I hate to tell you this, but if you put your shipping costs into your item price, then you are in violation of Federal Trade Commission policy on free shipping. There is federal laws that regulate the whole free shipping thing. You have, unless you are like putting it out there, like let's say I sell this painting for $10 and then I relist the item for $15 to cover my costs. If the Federal Trade Commission sees you do that, they are going to want an explanation. And you cannot use the phrase, I'm using it to cover my free shipping, because that is kind of underhanded and sneaky. And that's why I refuse to do that. If I'm going to give you free shipping, I'm going to give you free shipping. I'm not going to raise the price of my item to cover said free shipping, because one, it's against the law, and two, it just seems sneaky and underhanded. Because a person that comes to, let's say I have a booth at a craft show, and this is a $10 in my booth, but it's $15 on my Etsy store. It just, for me, it just doesn't seem right. You go ahead and do what you want to do, and that goes for anybody out there, but I personally don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't even have an account there, Gina Bina. I refuse to I refuse to succumb to the corporate. To be honest with you, I do I do my art and my YouTube and my email. Oh boy, my website and all that stuff to get away from corporate America. I want to eventually have this be where I can have this be my full-time job, and it's supporting me and my family, and I don't have to work for corporate anymore, because I work for a corporate, and I don't want to work for corporate anymore. Is there anything bad with it? No, not really. It's for some people. It's just not for me. I am not a corporate person. I don't kiss ass. I don't enjoy, all that shenanigans. A stand on the side of the road. Hey, you know what? I actually used to do that. Well, it wasn't really a stand on the side of the road. I used to have open studio when I had my candle company, and do it kind of like not like a garage sale, but it was in my garage. So, and I just put signs out. I put things on the internet. I sent out emails, and I actually did better at some of those open house events than I did at any craft show. So don't begrudge, don't discount the stand alongside the road theory, because it's actually pretty cool. Sorry, don't sell on there. I think it's so sad that they are money hungry. Exactly. They started off and they were all about the artists. They were not going to allow pre-made items and all this stuff, and it started off as a good thing. I was like really excited to sell on there, and I got some stuff on there, and I had some stuff on there when I had my soaps and bath and body stuff. And I made a few sales. I made more sales off of um, my website and off of my. I had a brick and mortar store at one time too, and I also did craft shows, and I did better at those than I ever did on Etsy. But it was a thing for another platform to me to get exposure. And to be honest with you, I won't even touch Etsy with a 10-foot pole right now. It's just not going to happen. It's not my business model. And to be honest, if I could figure out a way to start my own kind of Etsy type place, you know, call it the artisan's market or something like that, and do my own thing, I'm going to use the rest of this blue up. I got a lot of paint on here, but there's not much in here. But if I could find a way to do something like that, I'm not tech savvy enough to figure that all out on my own. But, you know, if I could do that, I would. All right, that's the end of that guy. So he can go in the garbage because there's no way I'm going to clean that guy out. He's got a little crack in the top of him too. And, you know, Doris said it's 100% up to you. You know, keep selling on. If it's working for you, then work it, lady. Work it. I don't sell on Etsy. I don't see a reason to sell on Etsy. I don't have an established shop there. I do have an established website. And as time goes on, that website will get bigger and bigger. You know, having more things and being more broad-based. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and do all that stuff. Okay. So this is white with a little bit of silicone added to it, and I'm going to do the black too. I just wanted to do a line of white, and then I'm going to do a line of black, which is right here. Yeah, Brenda, it has changed dramatically over even the last, say, 5 years. That, you know, if you have an established shop there and you're doing really good, you're selling, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 a year on there, go for it. Knock yourself out. But if you're new and looking at it, really look at the fine print. Really look at and say, okay, I want to sell, you know, $1,000 a month on Etsy because I want to sell that so I can get now. You're not going to sell $1,000 a month right away, but that's my goal. My end goal is $1,000 a month. At Etsy's current charges and current pricing, what is it going to cost me to maintain this business on this site? And do your math. I know I'm asking you to do something I hate, but I did it. I did my math. I figured, okay, I need to sell, if I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do this full time, I need to sell X amount of art on this website or on this platform. And this is how much I need to sell. And this is how much my charges are going to be. And is it better for me to sell on Etsy, or is it better for me to start my own, you know, get my own land, as Clee said on the video this morning. And I will put a link to that in the description box below so you guys can watch that. I love Rafi and Clee. They are like my favorite art YouTubers. I love them both dearly. But you know, stake your claim, get your land out there on the interwebs, and make it your own, and have your blog, and have your link to your videos, and have your link to your Amazon shops or your Amazon products. You know, have, you know, all these things that you can't do on Etsy, and, you know, make it your own little space. So that's, you know, that's where my mind went, is like, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do a blog, I can do, you know, I can offer coupons. I can offer free shipping when I want to. and just take the hit to my, profit margin. Free shipping on orders of $100 or more, not $35. I mean, if you sell jewelry on Etsy, you're golden, because shipping on jewelry is not as expensive as, say, shipping on a piece of furniture. Because, see, that's what I was going to do, is do my furniture on Etsy, because I saw a lot of people doing that, and I was like, no, I'm not going to pay, what was it? I think it was 5%. You had to pay 5% of your shipping fees to Etsy, and it's like, that means I have to charge 5% more to my customers, because I don't make money on shipping, and my shipping is $200, $300. So, we're talking $15, $20 here by the time you get down to brass tacks. So, good morning, M&M. Everyone here, tell everyone you know to stop making phone calls for the next 6.5 hours. Yeah, no, Elisa. Okay. So I am going to blow this out, so I'm not going to mute my microphone. I can mute my microphone. Hang on. I'll be kind with you. I know I have the audio thing, but I'm never sure, and I don't trust technology, so I'm going to mute my microphone for a minute. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and then we'll give it a spin. So I'm not here to tell you what to do with your business. I'm here to tell you what I'm doing with mine. And if you choose to sell on Etsy or any other platform, you go for it. Okay. I'm actually in the process of starting a shop on eBay. I'm not selling my art there. I am going to be selling thrift store finds and things that I think are cool that I find at garage sales and the like. I'm kind of taking a lesson from Gary Vee. I'm not doing sports cards, though. That's kind of where I draw the line. I love you, Gary Vee, but no. I have no desire to sell sports cards. I mean, even hockey cards I wouldn't do. And I love hockey. Let's see. Let's do a little splurpy there. But if you want to set up your own website and are interested in my feedback on Shopify, which is what I use, Shopify does have a $9 plan, $9 a month. You set up your own website on like WordPress or whatever, and they have like buy it now buttons. So it's very reasonable. I opted for the $30 plan, or it's like 20, I think it's 29. I budget for 30 because it keeps math simple for me. But I I kind of know the ins and outs. I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. Um, and if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. And I'll do a coffee talk um, on that. If you're interested in the YouTube stuff, let me know. I am no means a professional at YouTube, but I have been doing research on YouTube itself for about a little over a year. I have a lot of experts that I refer to. They are in the description box below if you want to know who I go to when I have questions. My frame of mind with my YouTube channel is to get it set up so when I get 5,000 followers, I am ready for it. I have how I build my titles, how I do my tags, how I do my description. Thumbnails are ever changing. Sometimes it's hot to do just one color and a little bit of script. Sometimes it's hot to do this and sometimes it's hot to do that. And you kind of got to keep up with the trends and keep it fresh and keep it new. Sometimes having, this picture be your, you doing something being your thumbnail. It just, you have to test your thumbnails, and it depends on your audience and it depends on what works for you and what you like. And, but you also have to think of your viewer, because even though this is your channel, it is not for you. It is for your viewers. So if you do a video that blows up, do another one. If you do a mermaid, I'm picking you out, Doris. If you do a mermaid tail resin pour and it blows up, do another resin pour mermaid tail video and link them together. Get those people on the platform and keep them watching. And that's what YouTube wants. So that's what YouTube gets. So I stay at home and avoid people. Yeah, Eminem, it's kind of everywhere. And the people that should be, from what I understand, the people that should be wearing a mask are the people that believe that they may have the virus. So they don't, because it is carried by the water vapor in your breath. So if you sneeze, if you cough, if you yawn, if you talk a lot like me, but it's a virus, it cannot live without a human host. So you can spray Lysol on stuff, you can use hand sanitizer, and you can wash your hands 15 times a day. And when you wash your hands, little hint from pastry chef, someone who worked in kitchens, the recommended is 15 seconds, but the CDC and other people are saying 1 minute. You know what? I say go for it. If it makes you feel better, go for a minute. But if you sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you are, that whole song. If you sing that one time, it's 15 seconds. I mean, don't rush through it, obviously. Just sing it like you're singing it to a baby or a kid or whatever. But if you're doing that while you wash your hands, that's about 15 seconds. So sing it 4 times and then you got your minute. And that way you don't have to stand there. Am I at a minute yet? Am I at a minute yet? And you know what, guys? Wash your forearms, wash your wrists, wash in between your fingers, get underneath your fingernails. Get a nail brush. You can get them at the dollar store. I think you can get 2 for $1. I even think you can get 2 for $1 at CVS. But, wash your hands. You should be doing this stuff anyways. You should be washing your hands anyways, but make it intentional. I wash my hands before I go to the bathroom and after I go to the bathroom, just because I work in a dirty environment. And so, I want to stay clean. So, good morning, Amber. Yay, Wi-Fi. That's why no stores have Lysol. You know what is another, all you need to make a sanitizer with bleach is in one of those spray bottles, the like big Zep ones. Hang on, I think I have one. Okay, so this is my Zep bottle, and it holds approximately 32 ounces. That's 32 fluid ounces. For 32 fluid ounces, you need maximum a tablespoon of bleach. Because a tablespoon of bleach to 5 gallons of water is the requirement for I think it's a tablespoon. It's either two. No, it's a capful of bleach to 5 gallons of water to make sanitizing water from when you wash dishes. So, and that comes from directly from the Minnesota agriculture. So it might be different in your country or your state. So check with your local authorities. But here in Minnesota, it's a cap full of bleach to 5 gallons of water to make sanitizing water when you're washing dishes. If you want to make a sanitizing spray, you can do, I think it's a tablespoon for 48 ounces. So a little less than a tablespoon. I'm trying to remember. 60, a tablespoon for 64 ounces. So 32 would be half that. So half a tablespoon to make a sanitizing spray. So you don't need to buy Lysol unless it makes you feel better, which I would have both because I'm that girl. I'm not a germaphobe, but I don't like bugs and I don't like stuff. So anyway. Eight 12-packs is, well, you guys got a lot of people there, so 8 12-packs would last me like 5 years. Here's the things that I would be stocking up on. Dried goods, pasta, rice, canned goods. Like, I don't eat a lot of canned vegetables, but if you can tolerate those, canned vegetables, canned fruit, canned soups, because who wants to eat canned corn for a month, okay? Also, Chris will appreciate this, powdered yeast, flour, sugar, salt. That way you can make your own bread. You don't have to, buy bread. You can make your own. It's not that hard. In fact, that's one of my Patreon videos that I'm going to be doing, is that I'm going to be doing the basics of bread, because bread is like right under peanut butter and chocolate, as my favorite foods, because bread is amazing and bread is very simple. There's only 4 ingredients you need for bread: flour, water, salt, and yeast. That's it. That's it. You can get the shelf-stable milk, but I suggest getting powdered milk, because once you open that, unless you're going to use that whole container of milk, it's not shelf-stable once you open it. And if we don't, for some reason, don't have electricity, or you don't have room in your fridge for it because you have all the other stuff in there, I would suggest getting powdered milk. And here's the tip. They have non-fat dried milk solids, which is sold in the baking department. But if you go over to the Hispanic department, they have a product made by Nestle, which is whole milk. It has the fat in it. And that is what you're going to need if you are on a low protein diet, which is what all this is. Get powdered eggs, powdered milk, all the dried goods. And you don't need to stock up for 20 years. If you have a family of 4, think about, okay, I need to feed them 3 times a day. What am I going to feed them? Do a menu plan. Figure it out. Don't go hog wild. You got this. And I honestly, truly in my heart, don't believe this is going to be the zombie apocalypse. I just think that people just need to stay calm and do their shit. Okay? Okay. It's almost noon and I want lunch with all this food talk. Sorry, Eminem. Cheese, pickles, and coffee. 1/3 cup bleach per gallon of water for, really? That is not what I was told. Maybe it's because we were on city water and there was bleach already in it. Yeah, preppers aren't looking so crazy now. Liquor and beer. Chef Boyardee. Oosh. Brooke, you would actually feed your child that? I know. They love it. They think it's the best thing on the planet. My kids and SpaghettiOs were inseparable. Okay, so I'm going to spin this real quick. I am not going to talk about the beer virus anymore because it just seems to be the big blown up thing. And I think there's other things that we need to focus on in this world at this time, like big corporations like Etsy trying to screw us little guys over. And let's talk about nothing politics. Let's not talk about anything like that. You know, just take care of you and your family and everything will be fine. Wash your hands, you know, stay away from people, which is easy for me. You know, don't be hugging on people. But okay, here we go. We're going to spin this out. Well, that was anticlimactic. All right, here we go. We're going to try it again. But first, we're going to adjust it. Oh, no, it's stuck on there. Good. I thought it was moving. There, we got some splatter. Ramen noodles. Yeah, I almost bought ramen noodles, but then I remembered how I feel after I eat ramen noodles. One more. Ramen noodles. Okay, here's my hack for ramen noodles, y'all. If you want to, you know, survive this with not getting sick of ramen noodles. Ramen noodles, pepperoni, which is shelf stable, sort of. It's shelf stable until you open it, and then Parmesan cheese, and you can use the powdered cheese that is shelf stable after you open it. So you make the noodles up. I usually break them into quarters because I don't like the really long noodles. That drives me crazy. But break them up, cook them off, drain off all the water, all of it. Drizzle some Italian dressing, throw some pepperoni and some Parmesan cheese in there, mix it up. You're good to go. That was created by my stoner ex-boyfriend, and it was amazing. So, yeah, I like this one. Let's see how close I can get it without it. Oh, it's going to stay in focus, kind of. I gotta get on my ceiling and see if I can't get something black to stick up there, even if it's some foam board or something. But there is that, and there are some really cool cells popping up. So I'm going to torch this really quick and just get the rest of those cells to start making some plans. Hello, Tina Pooh. Well, hello, Catherine. I didn't see you come in. Oh, Elisa, I know you're not listening, but you'll listen to it later, I'm sure. You're funny. Okay, so the next spin pour I do, I think I'm going to try using the same black cell activator that I have, or I call it, I don't know if it's a cell activator or a lacing activator, because it's not really producing cells per se, is it's more creating that lacing effect, and I really like that. So I think I'm going to try as the base coat and maybe a little bit mixed into the regular paint is the cloud effect paint. So that's going to be my next experiment because I like this, but I also kind of like how this wispy stuff is going on up here. So bye, Brooke. Have a great day. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Mel. Did I say hello to you, Mel? I'm sorry. I missed you. Okay. So, in summation, go out there and do what your little heart desires. But my opinion is if you don't have an Etsy store, read the facts, do your math, and decide for yourself. If you already have an Etsy store and are on the fence about leaving and starting your own website, do the research, compare your Etsy store and where you want to be. Okay. If you're content selling what you're selling now, and you can adjust your pricing structure or make it so your current customers can know what's going on, groovy. More power to you. Keep selling, keep busting butt, do what you got to do. If you're looking at getting off the platform and want to do your own website, hit me up if you have questions. I can give you a full spectrum analysis of different websites that I have used. I've used WordPress, I've used Wix, and I've used Spotify or Shopify. I get Spotify and Shopify mixed up in my head. One's music, one's money. Okay. And I chose Shopify because it's very, very simple. It's like super, super duper simple. So, Pickles asks, hey, Mama T, is there going to be shenanigans this weekend? Yes. I have started my lives back up, and I think the only day that I'm actually going to take off is Sunday night, and we'll just do, maybe I'll do a pre-recorded video, or I'll do it on like a Friday night or something. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll do it on Tuesday night. Just because I at this point right now, I'm going to need a day off. And because I'm still not 100% yet. My mouth is feeling fine after the dentist, and I'm starting to regain feeling in my hand. This finger is not as numb as it used to be. This finger is not as numb as it used to be, but these two, I can't feel that. I know I'm doing it because I can see I'm doing it. But so, and the pain is still there. And I iced my back for 20 minutes before I came live today. So I'm going to end this video, do a couple of things that need to dry, and then I'm going to go ice my back again. So, if you are interested in learning more about YouTube, about silhouette design software, about design work on silhouette software, more basic stuff on acrylic pouring, on anything like that, or any kind of anything where I can bring someone in and we can go over the basics again, and we can do something together on a morning show. Because I know there's a lot of people over in the UK that can watch this morning show because it's right around their evening time, sort of. I'm trying to do the math. Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock over there. So they can be listening and learning as well. So I just wanted to do this being more of a community thing. If there's something you want to learn, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like the painting, whatever, even if you didn't, smash that like button and help my channel get exposure, because interaction and everything is good for YouTube. So thank you, artists. Yes, thank you, Doris, for putting the link for Artapalooza on there. We are always looking for new artists For Artapalooza, even if you only have a phone and a headset or earbuds, that's all you need, y'all, and some art. It doesn't matter what kind of art you do. If you do decoupage, if you do furniture painting, if you do, drawing, sketching, any kind of art, any kind of creation, if you do cake decorating, that'd be awesome. Let's do some cookies. Let's do some fun stuff that's different and unique. We'd all love to see your art. If you're nervous about going live, you're going to be with other people that have done this. I've done this hundreds of times, like literally hundreds of times. And I still get nervous and I still get a little scared every time I hit that live button. It goes away and you become comfortable. And, if you screw up, you screw up. And that's life. And everybody that's watching understands that. No one is going to ridicule you. No one is going to make fun of you because you know what? Mama T's got your 6 and it's not going to happen. I won't allow it. And neither will my moderators. So, you want a safe place to go live, fill out that Artapalooza form, and let's get you live, okay? What else? If you enjoy this channel and would like to support our channel and earn some free stuff, learn more about baking and cooking, learn more about different art projects that I do on my time, because this channel is kind of dedicated to acrylic pouring and fluid art and YouTube. But on my Patreon, we are going to be doing all kinds of other cool stuff. I'm also be having giveaways on my Patreon account, which I need to announce the winners for those, which I'll probably do on Monday. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you want to support the channel but you don't want a monthly fee, buy me a coffee. The links are down below in the description box. If you are new to the channel, I just want to personally welcome you. And if you enjoy our vibe and want to join our little tribe, all you gotta do is click subscribe. Thank you for joining me today. I am greatly blessed by your presence. Thank you so much. I am grateful for you. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness. Oh, hey, and join us tomorrow night. Me, us, Friday Night Flip Cup is back. Have a great day, everybody.